Hey, and welcome back to P Talk. I'm your host, Pumpy. Here on P Talk, we like to give people in VRChat a chance to talk about things that they're proud of either in the game or out in the real world. No drama, no mess, just real people talking about what they love and what they're proud of. So come on in. This is P Talk. Hey, folks, welcome back to another episode, another week of P Talk. We have our lovely guest today, Shock VRC. How are we doing today?
Nice.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're
I'm doing
feeling
great.
nice. I'm glad to hear you're doing great. It's a different answer than before. A different answer than before. I heard a different answer before, but we're gonna let that one rest. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm glad you can join me on P Talk. Uh, we already know how this show can go a little bit. Let's get into it, why don't we? Who is Shock VRC in VR chat? Who are you in the game?
Well, I say Shock VRC. I'm more of a person who's commutative. I stream. So I love to hear about people's days, whether you're doom scrolling at 12 a.m. or bored in the middle of the day. You can always just stop by. Nothing too crazy. Um, I'm just here for the community. I'm just here to build. I'm here to just meet new people, make new connections, and hopefully, put a smile on somebody's face because that's my goal whenever I stream.
Okay, so you do most of this streaming, like you were saying at the very end, mostly kind of talk with the community, talk with people that kind of interact, whether it's just passerbyers or long time viewers. Basically, you put the
Mm-hmm.
chat in VR chat, is what I'm hearing.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right? I mean, it's a social game, right? I mean, there's a lot of people in here that kind of get shut in or shut off a little bit, so it could be a pain.
Too social.
Yeah,
Too
yeah.
social.
How do you feel your time outside of streaming or VR chat?
Well, nevertheless, when I'm not streaming or I'm not on the VR or not on anything else, I'm either playing games with friends or I'm video editing. I also skate too.
Oh,
I skateboard. I've been skateboarding for a good 10 years. Um, I also photography. Um, I take pictures. Go to new places, experiences. All the good stuff. And if I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping.
I mean, you got to get some rest sometime. You got to get
Yeah,
some rest
I
sometime.
love sleep.
What kind of photography do you do? Is it like macroscopic? Is it street photography? Nature
Yeah, it's more of I'd say it's more landscape. So,
landscape?
mhm. So I go around. I either do pictures for I say on quote commissions. People they request whatever they want to get. Mainly for I don't know what they use them for. Um, nevertheless, I just take pictures of things that look pretty.
Do you do photography in VR chat as well, or just you stick to real life photography?
I stick to real life photography. I say that nevertheless because I'm still learning photography in VR chat.
Mm.
And to the point of how people take their photos and stuff else like that, they do renders. So taking the photos and then putting them in Photoshop or Adobe Acrobat or anything else like that. I'm not too experienced right there, but I have the little Lightroom. I got my little dibbles and dabbles on the IRL seams when it comes to pictures, but when it comes to VR,
Different for you. Interesting, but it's just a
mm-hmm.
matter of you taking some time out to learn it. It's not that you can't do it; just a matter of you taking some time out to learn it. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I overheard you. You said you did skateboarding for 10 years.
Yeah. I say I was nevertheless a magger, and I was somebody who actually skated too. So when it comes to something like that, I normally film. I like filming. So I used to film my friends skate and my friends film me skate. I've been skateboarding for 10 years, as I said. It's a pretty fun experience. Broke a few bones. Had to laugh it off.
I mean, all you literally can do. The adrenaline wears off, and you either laugh or you scream out in pain. And I'm not gonna lie, as a cameraman for skateboarding too, I'm taking my hats off to you, dude. Like some of those edits, some of those films. If go watch a skateboard edit, go watch a skateboard clip. The cameraman is always doing an excellent job because they're the ones up close, just shooting,
Up close.
steady,
Yeah,
steady.
especially the guys. Yo, peace and hats off to the people who actually go out of their way to get goddamn fisheye lenses. Those are so expensive. Okay, fisheye lenses, especially the good ones with the good resolution that makes it look like you're in 2010. Goated.
What's your sickest trick that you've done? I gotta know. Something the trick you're most proud
Um,
of.
hmm. And like, is it recent or is it like
No,
all time?
in your entire career, dude. I want something that you like, yeah, that you're proud of. Like, man, I can't believe I pulled this off to this
I've
day.
done I've done a 720 360 flip. I almost broke my ankle,
Oh,
but it was legit.
that's pretty
Okay, it
legit.
counts. It counts. It counts. It counts. Okay, listen. I had to grab my board at the end of it, but it counts.
We're counting it.
Okay,
Okay, okay, okay.
counts.
We're counting it. It was
Counts.
we call it the extra little bit of
Counts.
steez at the end. It was on purpose. It was style
It's
points. You
on purpose.
chose to do that.
Also, my most dangerous trick I've done a kickflip down a 32 stair.
Oh, jeez. How were your knees after that?
Had to ice them after.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm glad you still got them. I know. What do you ride? What board? Almost forgot that.
Like size?
Yeah. Give me size.
Oh, I say about so for me, I size down because my shoe size is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I rock a 9 when I'm street and I rock 8.5 when I'm like in a park.
This is a fairly decent sized board. I was riding like a 8.3. I'm like pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair though. You did say you sized down a little bit though, so
Mm-hmm.
that's fair.
Sizing down is I say it's better for tricks, but like
You
you
want
want to
that
get close
speed.
as close as possible.
Yeah, you want
Mm-hmm.
that speed. Makes sense. You want to catch. You want that speed. Makes sense. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. Well, it's awesome that you do skateboarding. You keep yourself busy. You're active. It's glad to hear that you touch grass. You know, you're not only.
I eat glass. I eat grass,
You
dude.
make sure
Hell
you
no, I
actually
don't touch
step
grass. I
at.
eat it.
You're connected.
Mm,
You don't just spend all your time cooped up on the with the headset
mm,
and everything like that. So that's good to
mm-mm.
hear. So you do live streaming. You've been doing TikTok. You've been doing TikTok for how long?
Um, I've been doing TikTok since December 31st, actually.
Oh, this past year?
Hour before New Year's. Yeah, an hour before New Year's, 2025. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Hmm. Yeah, dude.
It's what month is this? What month are we in? What month is this?
We're in June.
Oh,
June.
thank you. Dude, I have no concept of time. I'll be honest. I have zero concept of time. All right. So we're in June. So you've been streaming for about literally 6 months now. Last I saw on your page, you were up to 10K followers on your TikTok, right? Because you reached out to me through TikTok
Hmm?
in 6 months.
Yeah.
I gotta give you I gotta give you your props. I gotta clap it off real quick because that's huge. Because you know what I find really interesting about you too, Shock, is the fact that there was only
Hmm.
like one video.
One.
There was one
Okay.
video on your page. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. I love older women, guys. Okay? So, here's the story about my first ever post. Actually, let's go into the lore of my profile. I used to be a Apex Legends content creator. That's where I
Oh.
got my first 300 followers from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somewhat like that, you know. I used to post Apex clips, the little edits that the little people do or whatever. And then I said, hey, this game's dying. It's full of cheaters. Why not try something else? So I had gotten gifted a VR, and I said, hey, I actually put in my on my phone, what can I do with the VR that can actually make me money? And they were like, oh yeah, you can use it to live stream, make content. And I was like, oh, I wonder where that could go. And they said, oh, VRChat. So I was like, hey, cool. So I had taken down all of my VRChat posts, not VRChat posts, all of my Apex Legends posts, and I live streamed. I live streamed, and everyone was like, "Hey, this guy is cool. He likes to talk to people. Always something new with the streams and stuff else like that." And then I got one idea from my friend. Her name is Cesnavia. It's actually her birthday today, so happy birthday.
Oh wow! Happy
She was
birthday!
like, hey, you should make a video. And I was like, I suck at ideas. So she was like, oh, do you make a video about something you're passionate about, something that's really on your mind, and something that's like, um, something that's, some other people can relate to. So I was like, hmm, older woman. So my preference, I love older women. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Um. So I was scrolling on TikTok, and I seen this one audio. I think it was called like "Let's Get Loud" or something. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Um. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take inspiration from this one guy, because he put out a TikTok, and he was like, oh, my whole friend group, when someone mentions an older woman, and he looked confused, and I thought it was funny. So I mixed it around. Obviously I gave him credit. I don't like people who like takes content like one of one and doesn't give the original person credit. um I made that, and then boom, it just whoa, oh
Then it
my
just
god,
exploded from
10K
there.
views. Oh my god. And then people just started coming into my stream, and they call me the older woman lover.
Ah, so that's how you got your. That's how you got your name, Shock VRC. You're just
Mm-hmm.
known as older women lover. So will you have people just kind of walk up to you, be like, they know who your name is, they know what your name
Hey,
is, and
you're
like,
you're the guy who likes older
they,
women.
okay, so you do get that. You do get that in the middle of like a black cat or like a B club.
it's either that, it's either that, or hey, I've seen you on my For You page. You quite literally live on my For You page every single day, dude. And I'm like, do you follow me? No, but like, I'm following you the next time I see. I'm live every day, by the way, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse at all.
That's funny. You'll even have people that don't follow you be like, "Yo, I've seen you. I've seen too much of
I
you."
see you quite literally before I came and did the P talk, dude. Right before I came to the instance and talked to you about it,
Hmm.
I had joined my friend, and my friend's friend was like, "Oh, you're shocked? You're shocked with the exclamation mark?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
That's
that's
me. That's
me."
me.
I have my magic chat box at the top of my head, the VRChat TikTok right over it. And I was like, "Oh my god, you're shocked with the exclamation mark?" And I was like, "Yeah, course, yeah, that's me." And it's like, oh my god, I see your streams every single day, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can you stream for so consistently? I'm like, hmm. I just like talking to people. He's like,
I'm just built that way. Literally.
but yeah, he was like, oh my god, I seen you so much, dude. And I'm like, do you follow me? It's like,
Maybe next time.
I was like,
It's like
okay,
I'm gonna be there.
reciprocate,
I'm gonna be on your
reciprocate.
page again anyway.
I'm gonna
So
be there. I'm gonna be there. Exactly. Exactly.
you're
Exactly. I'm
gonna
gonna
see
be
me.
there with a whole slice of pizza for you, Mister Man. I got you, man. I got you. I got you.
Actually, we're coming back from a little bit of a technical difficulty, and that's actually on my side. And that actually brings me to a good question: is do you have that happen on your streams a lot, where you'll have something just kind of break on you?
No, dude.
Actually,
Like,
no,
I'm gonna
really.
let you know this now. Nah, dude. Like, that's another reason why I was known as like a consistent streamer too. Because there was this one time, I believe it was like 2 months ago or whatever, where VRChat was down for 6 hours, and I was in the middle of a pool stream. And then VRChat went down. I wasn't able to change my avatar or anything else like that. So I was like, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you should stream through it." And I said, "Okay, you know." I did, and that 6 hours turned into 24.
Oh wow, you ended up playing a 24-hour stream. But I'm guessing the only reason you kept going with that probably was because you actually saw some like traction with that. There
Sympathy.
were yeah, there was
Mm-hmm.
people pulling up, people were hopping
Mm-hmm.
in. Like you said, VR chat was down, and I'm not gonna lie, unhealthy habit of VR chat players. If they can't be in the game, they want to see the game. They want to see the game. They want to talk about
Exactly.
the game. They want to daydream about the game. So that was like a perfect time for you to kind of stay in that pocket because I mean, people were like, "Man, VR chat's down, but this guy looks fun. I'd love to hang out with him sometime. This guy's fun. He actually interacts and talks with the chat, and it's not just like, hey, can I get something from these guys viewing my stream? It's a these people are fun to talk with. I want to have them come back another time. It's a different vibe. It's a completely different vibe when you have a streamer that's just there to kind of get views and numbers versus a streamer that actually gives a crap about who's walking into their actual their streams or their chats.
Streams.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, just like how I said this before in my streams. I can have one person, I can have 50 people, I can have 50,000 people, I can even have a million people. It's not going to change me. It's not going to change who I am. Numbers are just numbers. It's not anything else like that. You can have 300 followers, 500 followers, 1,000 followers, 50,000, 100,000. It's just be yourself, dude. That's all I gotta say.
It
There's
seems like
nothing
you
more,
do that
nothing less
just
to it.
well. I'm not gonna lie, Shock. As I've been kind of talking with you over the past little bit, as been kind of getting this interview together, I can kind of tell that you're a very personable and energetic dude in the best of ways. Not energetic in like an exhausting way, energetic in a way just you kind of do give a delight to hear what people are talking about. You try to keep a good energy and momentum going, and I respect that. You're a very personable guy, so I can see how you got those 10K people listen in on what you got to say because you actually give a crap about what they say, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. That's huge. As we're kind of wrapping up a little bit, I gotta give a chance for a shout out. Is there anybody you want to show some love to? Anybody you're like, man,
Oh, I got a
hmm.
whole list ready for you. Hold on,
Okay,
let me
okay,
just grab. Let me just hold on.
okay, okay. Let's hear it. I'm actually. Wait.
Got the
Oh my
paper
geez.
right
Wait. Wait. You really? Wait. You actually do got a list. You actually got the paper right there. All right. Let's. Wait, what is this? SpongeBob?
Okay, hear
It really just might be.
ye.
Well, let's hear it, folks. Let's shout them out.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I like to shout out first and foremost Shrimp God. Shrimp God. He was the first ever person that I ever collabed with on live on stream. He was a great guy. He helped me with TikTok and everything else like that. I was a small streamer like at 2000. He took me under his wing. That's my brother. I'm proud to say that's my brother. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I don't know where I would be without him. If it wasn't for him, I would not be here. Um, Next on the list, we have Sativa. Sativa, he is my boy. Even though I do look up to him in the content wise. He always posts stuff that's really relatable and eye to eye to see the whole experience of who he is through VR, and it really sits down and it really takes me to a whole nother level when it comes to content and stuff else like that. Also, I like to shout out my friends, Corpse VRC, the Box Tops, um, oh yeah, the big four. This is Navia. Also, as I said, happy birthday to you,
Happy birthday.
Haruto, Ray, our group, and Lunar. I love you, Lunar. You're the best. You brought me through so much stuff. Like I don't know what I would do without you logistically neither. And I would also love to shout out my longtime friend Haru. Not the Haru that I just mentioned. There's another Haru.
Two Harus?
She has been yeah, there's two Harus. I know
Mm-hmm.
two Harus. There's a Haru. Oh yeah, Haru and TK. Haru, TK, Red, and Pink too. They have been there ever since I started streaming. These people are really important to me because they kept me going. Even if they're not there, I know they would support me even if anything else went down too.
They're there
Oh, I
consistently.
would also yeah, I would also like to shout out Violet and Moody because they're really funny and they really like put a hook on me to keep going with this whole streaming aspect too. Um and yeah, I feel like that's it. If I am forgetting anybody, no, I'm not. Because I'm gonna say you too, okay? There's no excuse. There's no excuse at all,
Said
okay?
if I forgot anyone, said no, I didn't. I said everyone I
No, I
possibly could.
didn't. No, you're just there. You know damn well I did talk to you. You know damn well.
Oh,
Damn
that's
well I did
funny.
talk to you,
Well,
dude.
shout out to them.
Oh,
Those are
oh,
the
oh,
people.
oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, oh,
oh,
oh.
you got
Wait,
one
wait, wait,
more?
wait, wait,
Wait,
wait,
so you
wait.
did forget someone? You lied. You did
Aphrodite.
forget someone.
Aphrodite. No, 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 no. Yeah, I did. Aphrodite. 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 I know that I inspired you to stream and you're doing amazing. Okay? Keep going.
Hey, you hear that?
And Tori.
Keep
And
going,
Tori. Shout
keep
out
going.
Tori too.
It's not. Let's be honest.
She's
It's
amazing.
not easy working on content. There's a lot of times you're doubting yourself. You're in your own head. You're
Mm-mm.
looking, trying to figure stuff out. You talk to your friends. You feel like you're annoying them with how much you talk about your own stuff. Like there's,
Exactly.
it's not an easy thing to go through. It's definitely an uphill solo thing, and you're just trying to create something for people to enjoy. So it can be very disheartening and depressing at times. So having that support, having that love, having those people that kind of back you up a little bit, it makes a big difference. So I understand those shout outs and I get that. So like you said, shout out to them for sure. Shout out to them for sure. Love that.
Also,
Love that.
shout out Divine. Love her.
How are you
She
still?
was the
How
reason.
you said you didn't forget
She was.
anyone?
I'm saying this now. Shout out Divine
Mhm.
because she was the reason why I have the multicolor hair.
Sick. Okay. Oh, so they work on the Abbey with you
Mm.
too. They
That's
work
it.
on the Abbey with you
That's it.
too.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's
No,
it.
I
That's
mean,
it.
I'm
But
not
if
mad
I
about it. I'm
forgot,
not mad
no, I
about
did it. If I if I
it.
forgot, no, I did it. If I forgot, no, I did it.
You're
All right,
saying that
that's it.
now. I
That's
don't
it.
want to hear. I don't hit me up on Discord.
Hey, I got one more person. I got one more person. Yo, can we go back to this room and film it real
That would be
quick?
hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. What's something that not a lot of people know about Shock VRC personally? What's something that you don't get to brag about, talk about? It could be a little hidden talent. It could be something that you went through. It could be a story. But what's something that you kind of something that you're proud of? It literally just something about you that your viewers, streamers, or anything, or stream friends, or anything that anybody like that wouldn't get a chance to normally hear.
I am the most consistent streamer on TikTok for the 2026 VRChat community.
Wait, are you
I
really?
hope you know, I have streamed every single day of 2026 so far. Every single day.
You know what's next,
Every
right?
single day.
24-hour,
What?
24/7 streams.
Oh fuck no! I'd rather die. Hell no! I'd rather die. I'm not gonna lie. Also, another achievement. Okay. I know it's not like anything related to VR chat or anything
No,
else
it could be
like
towards
that,
anything, dude.
but
Just about
I
you.
am I am 0.001 percent in Spotify listeners for Booney and Shy the Eternal, my favorite artist. Listen to him; he's so
What
fire.
type of
My
music? What type
favorite
of music do
songs.
they make?
Um, so Booney, he is an indie artist. He makes indie music. So it's like kind of like pop, but like Shy the Eternal is like everything that he worked on like either earlier or like unreleased or snippets or anything else like that. So that can go variety from like rap to rock and I don't know, kind of like a little bit of indie too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am a rare listener. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as we're done with the podcast, and as soon as we leave, and everything else like that, I'm quite literally listening to Booney.
That's your go-to artist right there. That's like your.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I hand you the aux right now, I'm like, hey, what are you gonna put on? You're gonna put on Bunny.
Yeah.
So that's a little tidbit
Um.
about Shock VRC. One,
Mm,
most consistent streamer on TikTok of this year so far. Huge. Keep it up. Don't stop. And two, your favorite artist at the moment on Spotify is Booney, right?
Yes,
All right.
correct.
Hey, he's like you said, go check him out sometime. That's your go-to. Is that kind of like your vibe? You'd say like that's your aesthetic?
Well, my aesthetic for my streams and everything else is like that is Sleep Token. Also love Sleep
You
Token.
Sleep Token fan.
I
Fair.
I love Sleep Token. I listen to Sleep Token. I listen to Pierce the Veil. You know, rock. I like a lot of rock too. You
All
know,
right. Okay. I
nothing too
respect that.
crazy.
Respect that. Huge. Oh, Shock VRC. I'm gonna say it's fun saying. I don't have. To, I know I don't have to say the VRC part, but it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's like your last name.
Yeah.
Shock
No, you're all
VRC.
good.
I've enjoyed this interview. It's been a wonderful time chit chatting with you. It's been in the works. You hit me up on TikTok a little bit ago. I can be bad at getting back to people. We're both busy. We're both adults. We
No,
know how
you're
it
all
can be.
good.
But it's great having y'all here chit chatting. Is there anything you'd love to say for the folks at home? Anything that you can think of right now before we kind of get ready to
Y'all
sign
better
off a little
go
bit?
follow this man right now.
Oh,
Y'all better go follow this man
oh,
right now. Yo, if y'all don't follow this man right now, you're watching this, right? You're watching this. You're watching this, right? You're watching. This
yeah,
is
it's behind. Yeah, it's behind you.
a great talk show. Great
Oh,
talk show host right
oh,
here, okay?
thanks. Oh, thanks.
Great
Whoa,
talk show
that's
host.
crazy.
I don't know what's going on, but if you're not following this man, you're doing something wrong right now. You're doing something wrong.
If I leave
You're
this
doing
part in,
something
does it feel
wrong.
like glaze? Does it feel like some glaze if I leave this
Yes,
part in?
yes, yes, yes. You can keep this. You deserve it.
That's the great thing. You kind of stole my ending with the like and follow. I'm not gonna lie. You kind of stole my ending a little bit, but you know what? That takes the hat off a little bit. So I appreciate that. I can take a break a little bit, folks. This has been Pete Talk.